So, episode special, or no, sorry, Euphoria special episode, part one, Rue. 58 minutes. So, in the aftermath of being left by Jules and relapsing, Rue celebrates Christmas. So, I I watched this I watched this episode and so here's the thing. I really dug season one. If you want to see my review on that, my thoughts on that, check the description box or the comment section down below. But I just woke up after sleeping on the episode, and I kind of just wanted to give you my stream of consciousness raw thoughts because this episode like broke me and healed me and blew me the fuck away. Um, Now, while I did not give, well, you'll see my thoughts on season one. I didn't give season one a 10 out of 10, but I really, really, really enjoyed it. Um, this episode, first off, let me just say I was very confused about this episode. Like, I didn't know much about it. I heard about it late. I was like, is this a musical? What is this? This is like a because I know that this episode and part two kind of exists because Sam and crew got derailed by COVID, and they're like, well, maybe we could skirt around COVID for now and kind of give them these two episodes that are they're not season one, but they're not. See, it's almost like in betweener. It's almost like Euphoria episodes that are in between season two and season one, the end of season one. But anyways, here's my thing. This episode was a 10 out of 10. Um, I might get emotional, but there's first off, shout out to what's the guy's real name? Coleman Domingo as Ali, and we learned that his name is Martin. His chemistry with Zendaya, first off, is extraordinary. Um, and I love how quiet this episode is. I love the use of silence because it really magnetizes the imagery and compels you to keep watching, or at least it compelled me. And I could totally see how someone could just find this episode just blabbering nonsense, but I didn't. I thought this was just like stream of consciousness poetry in many ways. The conversations between Ali and Rue. Um, the conversations were so deep, so heart-achingly good and bittersweet and thought-provoking and immensely sad and with tinges of hope in there. And when when Rue says, I'm not gonna be here. I don't plan on being here very long or for much longer. And Martin asks her, okay, so you don't want to be here. You want to kill yourself. All right, fine. But while you're gonna go kill yourself, how would you like to be perceived before you die? And like her response to that, and when he reaches across the table and just holds her hand, like that, honestly, moved me to tears. Um, I just another thing, Zendaya. Prior to Euphoria, I just didn't get her. From a performance standpoint, like, I just didn't get her. I was just like, this actress, like, she's okay, but I don't know if she's going anywhere special. And then when I saw Euphoria, and after seeing this episode, not only is this one of the most impressive female performances that I've ever seen in general, period. Um, if Zendaya continues with complex characters and this level of powerful performances going forwards, I think that she could become like a female Heath Ledger or something, which is worth noting because Heath Ledger was my favorite um, actor before he died, and just the movement, the her facial expression, body language when she's telling um, Ali that she's not gonna be here anymore, or when she's being all defensive and all this bullshit. She's being all fake at first, and then finally Ali begins to, like a flower, begin to open up the real her, and she starts being real, and she's like, you know what, you know, deep down inside, like, I'm a bit violent, I'm unstable, I don't plan on getting sober, I don't want to get sober, I want to be on the drugs, what's extraordinary is that she doesn't feel, it doesn't feel like she's acting, you know? Um, the the emotionality that she's um, outputting feels real. That's the thing that gets me. Like Ali and Rue, they felt. I didn't feel like I was watching two characters. This could have been like a documentary for God's sakes, because that's how good their acting was. It was so powerful. Like I was so moved to tears, and I'm not someone who that cries, and that's not me trying to be cool or anything. That's not a cool thing. That's just something. There's just something wrong with me. But I was genuinely moved to tears here towards the end of this episode, like because Rue really reminds me of myself in a lot of ways. I've always felt like super alienated, super like I'm just on a different wavelength than other people in almost all aspects. Like I've always been the odd guy out, and I've definitely had bouts with suicide, 100%, 100%, and not recently, but 100% though, and so it was. I really understood where Rue was coming from. I could see how someone could be like, "Oh, well, I hate Rue because she's hopeless. What's the point of watching this hopeless character?" And it's like anybody with that kind of perspective, like you just don't get it. The show is an exploration of these teens battling drugs and addiction and just being flat out lost. But I don't know. I was just blown away. I loved the cinematography. Not that they did anything strikingly different, but the stillness of the episode really made the cinematography stand out. Another reason why I love this episode and the silence is because some of the episodes of Euphoria can just be literally erratic, but dealing with fucking spiraling down teenagers, so. But just the opening of this episode was just so gorgeous with Jules on the bed asleep and Rue. The way that Zendaya comes in, kissing her awake and showing her affection, like a pup or something. It's so sweet, but like Zendaya's performance is so convincing, you know? Like when she's kissing on Jules, there's nothing cheesy about Zendaya's performance. There's nothing unconvincing about her performance, you know? When she's crying at that diner, um, when when Ali was just straight giving it to her, when he was just talking to her for real, like for real, like man, now it's like stop being a bitch. Like listen, you're an addict talking to a veteran addict. Like bitch, you're not fooling me, okay? Like speak to me for real. Don't try to lie to me. I can see right through you. Like that's just so powerful to me, and a lot shit like this can actually help people dealing with addiction or going through anxiety or psychological unstability. I suppose. Like I fell asleep after watching this episode. Fuck, what's it called again? Special episode part two. Baby, we need that part one. Goddamn, I need that part two, son. What you talking about? I'm all emotionally fucked up, man. I need season two, real fucking quick, son. Jesus Christ. But goddamn, I relate to Rue so fucking hard it hurts. But yeah, through Rue, it's like goddamn, I can finally see the brilliance of Zendaya as a performer. Cause goddamn, I man, I don't know. I was just blown away. I know I'm all over the place as I usually am, but I just don't know any other way to approach this. Like Steve McQueen's Shame, 2011, Michael Fassbender, is one of my all-time favorite films. And in a lot of ways, this episode reminded me of Shame. For example, there's a scene with this black chick, fucking blanking on her name. Good actress, though. She was in Black Mirror as well. But there's a scene in Shame with Michael Fassbender and this black chick. The two of them dated in real life. Shout out to Michael. But where it's just the two of them talking at a restaurant, ironically, in Shame, and there's a lot of like technical similarities between that scene and what's happening here in this huge scene with Rue and Ali in this episode. But goddamn, I was just so moved by this episode. Holy shit. Like, it's like, damn. I just truly want Rue to just be okay. And I really hope that, kids or young adults who find Euphoria, I hope they. It's crazy as it sounds. I really hope they're listening to what Ali is saying, because everything this man was saying was on fucking point. Shit, sorry if I was cutting my head off with the video camera, but everything Ali was saying was on point. Like, own that shit. Clean yourself up, Fuck. I heard that the director, Sam, had some mean bouts with drugs when he was younger, and it shows for sure. This conversation felt so real. And I fell asleep listening to Bill Hader. Shout out to Bill Hader. Talking about anxiety. If you've never heard Bill Hader talk about his battles with anxiety, You gotta watch some videos on that. It's pretty extraordinary. Um, because I really suffer from anxiety. I mean, I get that when you usually see me, I'm like, fucking, smile on my face. But yeah, I'm a pretty anxiety ridden person, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, I'm just trying to paint a picture that I relate to Rue so hard, and she's got to be one of the most intriguing, compelling female characters I've seen in a minute for a series. Not since Amy Adams on Sharp Objects as a female character, just like I've so deeply connected with. Not nobody should feel like that the way Rue is feeling. I mean, nobody should feel suicidal. I don't care how cheesy it sounds. That's just the truth. Um, you just don't know what you're leaving behind if you kill yourself. But I suppose that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, this while I really loved season one, I did not give it a 10 out of 10. But goddamn, this episode was a 10 out of 10. And if part two or season two is anything like what I saw here, then motherfuckers, you can expect me to slap a 10 out of 10 on it because I was so deeply emotionally rattled, emotionally grateful, and emotionally just moved by this episode. Um, Man, that was hard to watch when he grabbed her hand. Like, it just led me to a big silence when the episode ended. When I think about this episode, I want you to track down a song for me. There's a song from Johan Johansson called 1 of 12. 1 of 12. It's a song from the soundtrack of Arrival, Amy Adams. And when this episode ended, I played 1 of 12 because it and just put me in this deep headspace, you know. But yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I really gotta thank the the creator. What's the boy's name? Sam Levinson and Zendaya. Everyone connected with the Euphoria. This is it's pretty extraordinary. That's for sure. Well, anyway, if I keep going, I'm probably just gonna be rambling. So, would you think? Would you think of last night's episode? Because I just thought it was really beautiful. I'm out.